Hi guys, today I want to talk about how to stop ruminating over the new supply. This is something that everyone who has ever suffered at the hands of a narcissist is going to deal with. Even if you're the one that made the decision to leave, it's going to sting a little bit when you see what appears to look like the narcissist moving on happily with new supply, and especially when it looks like the new supply is getting everything that you wanted. So let's talk about how we can stop focusing on that, because we can't stop it from happening. We need to control our own thoughts regarding that. So my name is Amy, this is Narcaway. My channel is devoted to educating, supporting, and encouraging victims and survivors of narcissistic abuse. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So I've got a new set, which is literally just my living room. I'm toying with different angles because the light is very bright in here and it's lovely, but it's kind of hard with the videos. I always use natural light. I don't have a ring light. I don't have anything fancy, as you guys know. It's just me, my living room, and my voice. So I hope this works out. I've also got my hair tied up today because it's just really hot and I just can't deal with the massive amount of hair I have on some days. So it gets tied up in a bun and here we are. So guys, how do you stop ruminating about the new supply? Wow, does that ever sting? When you see your ex giving someone else everything that you wanted and you hoped for and you deserved, it's just a slap in the face on top of everything else. It's one thing to be, abused and neglected and shamed by someone, but when that someone goes and shows that they don't have to be that way, that they are capable of love and respect with somebody else, you can't help but wonder if it was maybe you. Maybe you were the one at fault all along. Maybe you were the problem, because that's certainly what the narcissist wants you to think. That's certainly what they spent all of their time and energy trying to convince you of, that you were the problem. It's your fault that they treated you the way they did. So maybe the new supply is what they needed, what they wanted. Maybe they're the perfect person. And isn't it very coincidental that that perfect person kind of showed up instantly after you left? I always think that's a little suspicious. It's possible, I'm sure, but it seems to be a pretty consistent event among narcissists, finding that perfect supply after the worst person in the world ruined their life. Well, that should be red flag number one, that it's probably not as perfect as it seems. And I guess my question is, and the question you should be asking yourself is, how do you know that this new supply is perfect? How do you know that the narcissist is truly happy? Is it because of social media? Is it because of the posts that the new supply is ridiculously posting incessantly and just kind of suspiciously a lot? Because maybe the new supply is trying to convince themselves that it's really perfect. Maybe the new supply has heard these stories from the narcissist about what a crazy person you were, and they need to prove and show to you, because they're going to have a good idea that you're looking at their social media and they want to prove that they are the good one. They're the perfect new supply. They're the perfect girlfriend or boyfriend, and they got it right, and they've got your ex-partner, and you lose, they win. Well, that's not the case. No matter how they want to paint that picture, if you have left a narcissist, or if a narcissist has left you, either way you break it down, if you are no longer with a narcissist, you have won. You've won already, because you're never going to win with a narcissist. You're going to be on that hamster wheel forever. Until you get off the wheel, it will never stop turning. And if you've spent any amount of time with a narcissist, you know that. You know you keep hoping it's going to change. You know that you are doing everything in your power to make the narcissist treat you better. And it just, no matter what you do, every angle you try, that narcissist continually moves the goalposts. And every time you think you get it right, the narcissist is going to prove you wrong. You never will get it right, ever, ever, ever. So don't believe what you see on social media. And even if you are in contact with the new supply for whatever reason, I really don't know why you would be, but maybe for whatever reason you have some kind of relationship with them. Maybe they're telling you that things are great. Just think back to your relationship with the narcissist and how you acted and how you portrayed it. Did you post incessantly on social media trying to prove how good your relationship is and was, when you know behind closed doors it was nothing like that? Anybody can post vacation pictures and it's gonna look like a good time. You're gonna be smiling, you're gonna be in an exotic place. It looks amazing in a single frame snapshot. That tiny little picture is so small. And even if you are happy in that moment, because the narcissist is happy for whatever reason, you know that doesn't last. You know once the picture is taken, your smile might just fall instantly, because the narcissist is going to do or say something to make you feel terrible and horrible pretty much right away. So you know that it's an illusion. It's a facade. It is fake. You are trying to convince yourself that it's a normal, happy, good relationship. And I know that because I did the same thing. I look back at pictures of my relationship and I'm smiling in almost every picture. I do not look unhappy. For 10 years, you can go through 10 years of photos and, you know, maybe there's one or two candid shots where you can see and I can see and I remember the time and I'm like, oh my God, that picture captured reality. All of these other thousands of pictures are fake. My smile is fake. I'm trying to be happy because I'm trying to make him happy. So don't look at the social media. And that is my number one reason to you on how to stop ruminating about the new supply, is to stop looking at the new supply. Out of sight, out of mind. If you are looking at their social media, your imagination is going to fill in the blanks. You get one picture and you're going to take that picture and create a whole story around it. What led them up to taking that picture? What happened while they were taking that picture? What happened after that picture? And unless you were there, you can't know that. So your imagination, your mind is very good at creating scenarios and filling in the blanks. The problem with that is it's completely made up. And you're gonna catastrophize that for yourself, not for them, for you. So it's gonna look like this perfect fairy tale that you wanted and you hoped for and you worked so hard for and you didn't get. And that's gonna make you feel bad when you think that they're getting that or they're doing that with someone else. That's a slap in the face, but it's also fictional. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors, just like nobody knew what was going on behind your closed doors when you were with the narcissist. They may be happy, they may be happier, but it has nothing to do with you. Maybe they did find a better match. It is possible, but that doesn't change the fact that they're a narcissist. That doesn't change the fact that they are still up to their slimy ways of manipulating other people to get what they want. That doesn't change by just getting another relationship. And especially what I want you to look at is how quickly that next relationship developed. Did they start dating immediately? Maybe there was even overlap. Did they get engaged really quick? Have a baby really quick? Get married really quick? Were you with somebody for an extended amount of time with no proposal, no marriage, no baby, and then their next relationship, they jumped in and did it right away? That's not a coincidence. And you'll see there's a pattern that happens regularly. Whew, there's a fly there. Get out of here, fly. You're not invited to this video. That is by design, by the narcissist, because the narcissist can't accept failure. Remember, the narcissist is driven by their ego, and any slight to their ego will send them spiraling. And losing you is a bruise to the ego. And again, it doesn't matter whether they left you or you left them. If you left them, that's a big dagger to the heart for them. If you stay no contact, they do not like that. That hurts their ego big time. Even if they were the ones to leave you, when they leave you, they're expecting you to come back groveling, begging for them back. That boosts their ego. That makes them feel good. That gives them that power, that supply that they need. So if you don't do that, if you go no contact with them, that's a bruise to the ego. Now they need to heal that. They need to rectify that feeling within themselves. And the best way for them to do that is to get new supply. They just need somebody else to fill your spot. And that's what the new supply is. And that's why it comes so quickly. If you've started dating after you've left your partner, and this goes for anyone, you don't have to be in an abusive relationship or with a narcissist. It takes a lot to qualify your next partner. If you have any standards whatsoever, you have certain qualifications for your partner, like whether it's they have to have a good job, they have to have some savings in the bank, they have to not live with their mother, they have to have a car, they have to be a certain age, they have to be a certain look, they have to have good hygiene, they have to have, you know, some style. Whatever your list is, I hope that you have one, and I hope that you stick to it. And I didn't even say there, but the most important thing really is how they treat you. The person is kind, that maybe they have to be funny, they have to be adventurous. There's all sorts of things we look for in a partner, and I hope that we're going to stick to those standards while looking for our next partner. And so when you're dating, you're going to go through a few frogs before you find your next partner, because people are just not going to have what you have aligned for yourself, for your future goals. A narcissist throws that out the window. They have one need and one need only, and that is somebody that they can manipulate. You'll often find that the new supply for the narcissist is really old supply. It's somebody from their past, whether they've dated them before or know them as a friend, somebody they worked with, but they have already a relationship of some sort, even if it's not romantic, built. And the reason they go to that person is it's less work for them. They want to follow the quickest route to getting fuel. And they need somebody for them. They are not looking for a partner that has all these, that meet all these standards for themselves to build a life with and to build a future with and to have a strong foundation and a respectful relationship with. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for the quickest, easiest person to fill the spot, the hole that you left in their life. And so it could be anybody. And that's why sometimes you find the narcissist will go with somebody like way below your standards, and it leaves you kind of puzzled, and you're like, why? Why would they leave me for them? Or how could they go with somebody like that after they were with somebody like me? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it's because that person was the first one in line and the easiest one to grab. And usually that person has their own vulnerabilities. and they are now a victim of the narcissist. It might not appear that way. It might not show itself for a long time, many years maybe. You have to think again, back to your own relationship. If you were with the narcissist for many years, you were also stuck. You were new supply once. There was somebody before you and you filled their hole because you had your own vulnerabilities. You were tricked. You were manipulated. So don't ruminate on the new supply by looking at their social media. If you stop looking at their social media, it's going to leave your head a lot quicker. When you see that, when you see the pictures, when you see the videos, when you see the captions, you're gonna fill in the blanks. You're gonna make up the story. You're gonna create this perfect picture that you have no way of knowing whether it's true or not. So just stop looking altogether. Focus on yourself. And I say this in every video. You need to turn that attention from the narcissist back to yourself. You have spent long enough focusing on the narcissist and their wants and needs. And after you leave, if you still focus on that, you're just never going to get over it. You cannot get over it while you're putting your attention there. So block them on social media. They're going to come up as suggested friends. It's happened to me. I don't even use Facebook. I have like so minimal friends. I have no idea. There's no mutual friends. I have no idea, but these algorithms work in tricky ways. But I have had people come up on my social media as suggested friends that I do not want to see anything about. And I have fallen into that trap. Made the mistake of, okay, let me have a peek. I'm far enough along in my healing now that I think I'm strong enough to look, and I'm only human. Curiosity gets the best of me just like everyone else. And I have always 100% of the time regretted looking. I have always felt bad. And it's not that I'm jealous or I want him back or, you know, what does she have that I don't have? It's not so much those feelings. It's just your brain does silly things. Your subconscious does silly things where you'll start having dreams, and you just don't need that in your life. I know the couple of times that I have peaked in 5 years have served me no good. I have regretted it. I have been sorry after. It has brought nothing to me but negativity, and it always takes a while to shake it off. I feel dirty after, and it's just it serves nothing. It creates no purpose, and there's some things you're just better off not knowing. And ignorance truly is bliss, and especially in this case. The number one thing you can do to stop ruminating about the new supply is stop looking at their social media. Stop looking at everybody that has anything to do with them. You don't need to fill in the blanks with the unknown. And that's it. That's the video, guys. So I hope that helps to shed some light on the situation. I hope it gives you some hope and lets you know that you're not doing anything wrong, you haven't done anything wrong, and you're gonna be just fine. Just stick with it, focus on yourself, and keep loving yourself. Okay guys, I love you all. I'll see you in the next video.